I know we've just gone live, but I need to say something really important to you, Poppin.
Okay.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 1 being added to Netflix on the 8th of July.
Okay. That's interesting. I might check that out.
Yeah. I'm going to be watching Yu-Gi-Oh! For an entire month.
Yeah. Nice.
And we are here, back in Div 4, getting towards the end of the season. Who are we watching today?
We're watching Giborim versus GubbaGaming.
Sorry, what was Giborim?
Giborim.
Okay, is it meant to sound dirty?
I don't see any indication that it is.
Okay, it is in my mind. Anyway, we'll move on.
If you add an extra B to it, according to Wikipedia, it's a Hebrew word that can be glossed mightiest.
Oh, could be a thing.
Maybe.
Could be a team from Israel.
Who knows? If they win, you'll have to ask them.
Yeah, we'll get that in the captain interview.
I mean, that's not, ask them what's with the team name, not,
Hey, how's the weather this time of year? Now, interestingly, I already have a favourite out of these two teams.
Okay.
I come here with a little bit of bias.
Really?
Because I've done my due diligence. I've done a little bit of research.
Yeah.
And one team has a Blaze player.
Okay.
Yeah. They've picked him 5 times this season.
But you're a May main now, aren't you?
I am a May main, but seeing as Grumpy Ghost wanted to join us. Seeing as she can't be played yet, I'm going to stick with Blaze loyalty for now.
Okay. So right. So Giborim have first pick. So it will be GubbaGaming starting off with the map bans, and they ban Dragonshire, and they get a Sky Temple ban thrown back at them.
Now, both teams favour Infernal Shrines, and I'm hoping that they let it through so they can both duke it out on their favourite map. But other than that, they don't play much that's similar. So, Giborim, can you send me the link to the cast so I can share it with Grumpy Ghost? Giborim play Infernal, Dragonshire, and Sky Temple, as well as Braxis and Towers of Doom by the looks of it. Whereas GubbaGaming have picked far fewer maps. They've won Infernal Shrines, BOE, Tomb of the Spider Queen, and Cursed Hollow. So the only map that both teams favour is Infernal Shrines. So
sorry, I was just
Giborim on the left. They picked Infernal Shrine, so yeah, it has gone straight to the map that both teams prefer.
Yes. Just to clarify, GubbaGaming picked the map. But yes.
GubbaGaming picked it. Okay.
Yes.
So I am not surprised that this came up. Like I said, both teams favour it. So glad that it's the first match. This is surely going to be one of the quickest ways of telling which team's likely to come out on top in this match then, if they're both playing on their favourite map to start off with.
Yep.
I want to say, as much as I was giving my love to Giborim because they have a Blaze player, I do think it's Blaze solo lane, sadly.
Disappointing, but we'll see, you never know. Some very, GubbaGaming are only just joining now, but Giborim have some fantastic portrait synergy going on. I will switch briefly to this scene, just to display it. Beautiful May portraits already, which has only been out a day, 2 days.
See, I didn't even realise that was May. I was about to say, I have never seen this portrait before, so that makes sense. So GubbaGaming don't have the portrait synergy, which obviously makes me sad.
Yeah.
But can I say, portrait goblins. GubbaGaming have some really good portraits in Heroes Lounge. So if anyone's bored, definitely check out their profiles because they've got some good pictures on there.
Yeah, I mean, there might be some hidden synergy behind those. I'm not sure, but
I'm inspecting it intently, and I can't see any
no.
pattern there. Div 4 is kind of weird. Amen. I believe that.
Yeah. So, I'm paying attention.
I'm ready, I promise.
Yeah.
I'm here.
So, these teams, nothing much to play for here. Both teams have won 2 games so far this season, and they've got 2 games left to play, including this one, so maximum of 4 wins available, so no chance of the playoffs, but so nothing to play for but pride and fun.
Yeah, playing for the fun of it, and of course, you still want the win, don't you?
Yeah.
There's no way you go into a game and think, yeah, we'll see if we can win, but we won't really try for it.
Yeah, I mean, both of these teams have been in Lounge since for quite a few seasons 8 and 9 respectively, so you know they're here for fun. They're not just gonna roll over here, I don't think.
No, and obviously with teams that have played together that long, they'll have a lot of go-to comps that they can play. They'll have just like little combos and stuff that they will pick up, and often you'll see off-meta comps being played because they'll think, oh yeah, we tried this last season, let's give that a go again,
Yeah.
rather than just playing a hero because it's popular at the time.
So heading into draft now, these two teams did play last season, and it was GubbaGaming who came out on top with a 2-1 win. And there were some interesting heroes played there. We saw let's have a look. We saw Ragnaros, we saw a Chogol, saw some solo heal for Zeratul, so potential for some fun. And Giborim likely to be wanting a bit of revenge for that defeat last season.
I mean, I'm having a look kind of a bit further down the list of heroes that they play. Giborim do play Samuro, which is obviously viable on this map and very painful. I'm not seeing anything like Viking cheese or anything like that to keep an eye out for just yet.
I might be mistaken. Does one of these teams play Asmodan?
Probably. I wouldn't naturally be drawn to an Asmodan, I'm not going to lie. You're right, GubbaGaming have played him 3 times this season.
I thought I'd seen it.
So I looked straight over that one.
Could be an interesting pickup, potentially. It's not the worst map for it. Maybe a bit stronger on Tomb of the Spider Queen, a bit easier to sack, but we'll see. Meta bands coming out, focusing on DPS.
About to say that they don't seem to be target bans at this stage, rather just things that the teams don't want to come up against.
Yeah, Tassadar very strong. Cassia, people are slowly realising that Cassia is strong.
Rhaegar banned by Giborim, who actually have played him 5 times this season. So again, that might just be we're not planning to pick it up, but we know the strength of the press arm win strategy, so just getting rid of it.
Yeah, 1 respect ban, the Samuro. So mostly meta, a little bit of respect. They pick up Orphea, first pick.
Yeah. They've played her 4 times already this season. She's obviously really strong. She's in a good place at the moment. So, yeah, nice pick. And a lot of people don't really know how to play against her because she hasn't been meta for a long time.
So with all these new meta heroes being banned out, someone who's kind of slid off a little bit, Zul, is picked up, along with Kael'thas, who's very strong on this map. So we might start to see more Zul players as people are getting tired of playing against Tassadar and Cassia. You'll start to see people like Zul slip through, won't you? So
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if he lives up to his previous sort of power levels or not.
Yeah, I think he is strong, but a lot of people were just picking him up because he had become the meta rather than because they were good players at him.
Yeah.
So in the right hands, he's definitely one to be wary of.
Yeah.
But there's not many people that main Zul or have put a lot of hours into perfecting him.
Yeah. Johanna Malfurion picked up. Johanna, most popular tank on this map? Probably. I've got no stats to back that up. But
yeah, she's so good on this map. And she's actually she's one of GubbaGaming's most picked tanks after Muradin. So I think they'll probably pick Muradin now.
Could be banned out here, perhaps.
But if you know the other team play Johanna and this is one of her better maps, it doesn't hurt to take it as a denial pick.
Yeah. Sylvanas banned out, that's Giborim's most played hero. And Reyna banned out in response. So
yeah, I mean, all quite sensible bans, aren't they?
Yeah.
Could have been a bit more targeted. But then again, both teams have played quite a diverse range of heroes, so even if you ban the favourites at this stage of the season.
Yeah. I mean,
there's the Muradin, which is a favourite.
I think it shows that Giborim have no fear of the Muradin. Like, it was quite an obvious ban, you know, you'd look and say, right, that's definitely a comfort. So the fact that they didn't ban it, they're just not too bothered about it.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't get rid of the Deckard, because this is a very good map for him.
It is, yeah. Wait, who played it? Oh, well, yeah.
GubbaGaming played Deckard.
Yeah.
So I was surprised that wasn't banned out. Ooh, the Thrall and the Deathwing. That's a painful combo. That gives Giborim so much just presence in the battle. A lot of CC, a lot of health, a lot of sustain.
Yeah.
They're gonna obviously have to focus on this Orphea hyper carry to a certain extent. But there's a lot to set her up, a lot to group them up and hold them there.
Malfurion last pick, so in response to the Deathwing, presumably.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't know, it makes the comp look a little off to me, maybe? It's...
What do you feel is missing from GubbaGaming's comp then? It's an AA.
Yeah, I feel like against the team of Giborim, what they've got, you would want an auto attacker. Like, obviously you don't need one, but it definitely feels like it would fit against them. I've not prepared the betting, so excuse me one moment.
Oh no!
As we load into the game,
it's going to be interesting because obviously both teams are rocking the triple front line at the moment, so there's going to be a lot of fighting grouped up, and both Kelforce and Orphea are almost the perfect heroes to capitalize on that. So it will just be a case of, can you avoid spreading the bombs? Can you avoid getting blown up by the Orphea? And positioning is going to be a really major issue in this game, I think.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm jumping straight into the betting that I just started.
I'm happy with that popping.
Are you?
Yeah. You can take your 100 points on Giborim. I'll put my 100 points on GubbaGaming.
Okay.
I think that living bomb is going to spread forever, and we don't know what build the Zul is going to go. But again, he can get a lot of value from people being that grouped up. So on the left, we have Giborim with Skywalker playing Malfurion, Yoav playing Johanna, Pidgey playing Deathwing, I Am Ninja playing Thrall, and Hillel playing Orphea.
On the right hand side, we have GubbaGaming, we have Aether playing Malfurion, we have Dukar on Zul, Bez on Muradin, Beastin on Kael'thas, and Mike on the Anduin. So we'll have a look at the talents, but also this is the first match we've casted since the changes, the weather.
Oh, these stupid
Yes.
Weather effects. I mean, I don't think they're going to have any huge bearing on the match, let's be honest.
Yeah, I probably agree with that. There's
maybe just speed it up a bit. And I really thought Deathwing was going to spread that bomb instantly. Orphea getting straight down to bot lane and getting that soak. We know she is an absolute XP sponge. So if she continues to double soak that effectively, it's going to be hard for GubbaGaming to keep up.
Yeah.
And Deathwing taking on Malthael in the top lane.
Yeah.
So Deathwing just wants to play a bit passively and avoid fighting too much, I think.
A couple of things to point out with, or a few things to point out with the talent. So we've got Trash Lightning for all, because obviously Deathwing's in the solo lane, so he's gone for the more damagey option, or more damagey in the team fights. Kael'thas has gone for Convection. So
what a hero.
I know, very brave. We'll see if he manages to get that stacked before he dies.
I mean, that obviously suggests he's going to pick up the percentage damage on Flame Strike later on, which is, I mean, it's a good decision against the Deathwing and the Johanna. So, yeah, we'll see how that works out.
Being very aggressive here. Trying to take away Kael'thas's Convection stacks. He had 4, and he's lost them already.
Yeah, he did not get out of that. Didn't get the peels he quite wanted from there as well.
So they invaded, they didn't get the camp, but they got the kill, so they'll look to take advantage of that. Perfect Storm on Muradin at level 1, that's not the sort of a damagey Muradin talent, isn't it? It's not. Yeah, you wouldn't pick that normally as main tank Muradin, right?
No, that's the assassin build Muradin right there. But then he has gone into Thunderburn at level 4, which again suggests that he's then going to pick up more sustain builds. But we'll have to see.
So, fight over the camp on the bottom. Orphea and Malf clear the camp, but Zul and Kael'thas have something to say about it. Orphea's getting very low. She misses a Q.
That route on Orphea, I really thought that was... Oh, and it is. It took a
Nice
while for them to decide to follow up, but as soon as that route went down on Orphea, it was a death sentence.
Yeah, Giborim do manage to secure the camp, so it's kind of like the opposite of what happened just a minute ago. The blue team loses a hero, but they get the camp, so... It's all very even at the moment.
And while GubbaGaming clear up bot, the blue teams get them slightly ahead on the rotation up to top, but they haven't started clearing that. I mean, is Johanna just looking to stall the rotation?
Looks like it. Looks like she might have been trying to just have a peek at the bruisers, maybe.
I'm just going back to check Convection stacks. It's only on 3 still, but obviously we're about to start the first major fight.
I'm going to keep the talents open just so I can look quickly if he goes down. Ooh, big damage going out.
Malthael gets saved, but Zul gets left to die. Yeah, you really can't underestimate that damage from Orphea. And like I said, there's so much to just root you or slow you so that she can just land her skill shots. Because Orphea's probably one of the highest damage mages in the game at the moment, but it requires her to land some quite difficult skill shots.
Yeah.
But if you've got a comp that's just going to hold the enemy in place while you do that, it lowers the skill cap required. Yeah,
so Giborim got that kill there, but they're not massively ahead on the shrine. Deathwing went mid to clear, so it's not. This objective's not over yet.
Oh, Deathwing getting quite a lot of value coming in there. Scared the Muradin out, and they've effectively zoned GubbaGaming off the point for now. Orphea focusing on the minion clear.
Yeah, GubbaGaming are going to have to push in now, otherwise they're going to lose this first objective. Yeah. Big damage coming out on Malthael.
Malthael again in trouble.
100 health. Oh, the wolf to finish him off.
Yeah. I mean, it surprises me how much Malthael is struggling to engage at the moment. Every time he's gone in, he's been really focused on.
Yeah, I think that's because the rest of his team isn't committing to the fight so much, so it's giving Giborim a chance just to kind of step back and say, oh look, there's a Malthael trying to sneak into our backline, and they've just been able to take him out.
The talents Malthael's picking are more for 1v1 laning, which kind of surprises me because you've now got the situation where you've got Zul double soaking for them anyway. So he's picking talents that would let him absolutely dominate Deathwing in a solo lane. But I don't know how much value he's really going to get from that from this point going forward.
Yeah. So,
it's not like they're on Dragonshire or something.
No. Giborim take the towers and the fountains, and about a third of the health of the fort. Both teams are going to pick up their bruisers, which weren't picked up for that objective.
Yeah. And importantly, Kel'Thas now has his talent to do an extra 8% of heroes' health as damage when he hits multiple of them in Flame Strike. So that's going to be a big improvement for him in team fights going forward now.
Yeah.
Still only on 9 stacks of the Convection, but obviously he might just...
He's in a bad position here, gets pulled out, and he's going to be fine.
The Anduin pull does save him. Yeah, he definitely almost put himself in a very bad position there. It wasn't a forced error, it was just lack of awareness of the minimap, I think.
So Giborim hit level 10 and they're going to take the siege camp. Meanwhile, Malfield's pushing in with the bruisers on top, getting a bit of tower damage. He should be able to take one of those down to help his team get level 10. Mirrodin has backed, and Giborim are going to pick up this bottom camp. So Deathwing's gone top to try and discourage the push from the Malfield, but he has managed to get 2 towers. Two. Yep, 2.
This Malfield is going to dominate that Deathwing in the solo lane.
I feel like there's a team fight going, but
yeah,
it's all a bit too peaceful.
Giborim are very aggressively positioned here. They won't want the Mirrodin, but they will take the Anduin. Yeah, and deleted. Didn't get a chance to get his ult off. That is by the power of Orphea, eh?
Better him than Kel'Thas, though, who's on 15 stacks.
That's true. I mean, they need to be aware when Giborim just aren't showing on the map, just to be that little bit more careful, because they're already showing that they're being so aggressive.
Yeah, it's a few times now that they've appeared in that great, so yeah, they need to be firing some abilities into that when they're doing the rotations. Zol might be the next hero in trouble here. Big Orphea damage coming out. There's the root.
There's the root, and that's going to be the end of Zol. Yeah, they've got so much lockdown that if you're alone and you don't have your teammates to peel for you, they're going to get you every time.
Yeah.
And that Orphea isn't missing any other skill shots either.
Are they eyeing up Mirrodin here? Can be a much harder target, but
if the root lands, it still stops the Mirrodin escaping, and this Anduin is going to be a much softer target. Oh, they take the Mirrodin.
Oh, nice
Anduin's ult saves it. Yeah, they possibly moved out to go for that Anduin at first, and then changed their mind because Mirrodin was low and out of position.
Yeah. So, objective starting. Giborim will likely get level 13 in a few moments, which will give them a bit of an advantage. There's Convection finished, we can stop worrying about Kel'Thas. As Deathwing flies in and puts out some huge damage on that Kel'Thas. He can die now, he has got his stacks. And there he goes.
And there he goes, and Zul's going to go as well. It's interesting because actually, GubbaGaming, I think, need to look for more of a drawn-out fight and try to just weather the storm of that first hard engage, and then try to poke it down a bit more with the Kel'Thas.
Yeah, maybe they could get some, living bomb value and get those big flame strikes going in, and that might just soften the enemies up for Malfield to run in and finish them off, perhaps.
Because as soon as that hard engage happens at the moment, they're losing someone every time, and they're not really getting a chance to counter-attack.
Yeah.
And all of the minions are nearly dead now. The Punisher goes the way of Giborim, and they're going to be able to push him with this. Deathwing going top. Again being countered by the Zul, when perhaps they might want the Malfield to be there instead. Oh, bless his shield. Gets the stun on Malfield, but no conviction from the rest of the team to follow up on that. And Malfield's going to really punish Johanna on her way out. Does he have last rites? No, still on cooldown. disappointing for him.
Yeah.
The root goes out on Muradin. It's not going to kill him. Orphea wants to go in. I would have thought she would have retreated there. Punisher's going to jump again in a second. So they do need to be careful of that.
It was a nice bait by Johanna. It looked like she was going to go down, and then Orphea turned up and punished the Malthael as Muradin gets jumped on and taken out.
It's almost like someone said the Punisher was about to jump and they should be careful of it. And then, what do you know? It jumps on Muradin and he gets punished for it.
This is why we have a Yimek Punisher warning system for our team. Always warning us about that jump. And we might see more blood here, going in for the kill.
For the root.
Very nice.
The root guarantees the kill. I'm just gonna
Zol riding on out of there on his rocket, and he's gonna get away. Casually leaving his teammate to die.
The Malfurian's been played by Giborim 4 times already this season, so this is the 5th time. And I'm not surprised. The roots so far have guaranteed about three or four of those kills.
Yeah, they've been really on point. Got some really nice blow-ups.
And it's not like he's going for talents specifically to make the roots stronger or easier to land, like some weaker Malfurion players such as myself would do.
Yeah, you might choose the bigger roots, for instance.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Every time.
He's gone for the reduced healing, so that really hurts when Anduin's trying to save them. So Giborim have the level 16 advantage. Thrall's only sitting at 9 stacks at the moment of Crash Lightning. There's not really been any prolonged fights, so struggling to stack that. I mean, you get some damage from it, don't you? But
they've killed up people too quickly. But also, I mean, on this map, when you're fighting around in the objective, there's minions for it to bounce to, or you're fighting in lane. It's not like Cursed Hollow or something like that, where the only thing it can bounce to are heroes, and you're guaranteed to get that stack every time.
Yeah, that's true.
So he might just be victim of that classic, hey, I'm in the 4-man, I can do Crash Lightning, so I'm going to, rather than, should I?
So they take the floor on top.
Blessed Shield.
Off. And there's the scouting that we've been waiting for.
Yeah. Blessed Shield was literally just coming off cooldown as Johanna got to that bush. So she was obviously watching that timer going, as soon as this off cooldown, we want another pick.
Yeah.
Keep getting those isolations, and then that's giving them the macro at the moment.
So, GubbaGaming, not far off 16, but they're not going to get it quite in time to scare the Giborim off here, or wouldn't be surprised to see Giborim try and pick up another pick here, if they can. Although they are going for the siege camp for now. If anyone pokes their head in, I would be worried for them. Nice aggression onto Orphea.
Malthael gets the point. Anduin all fully heals his team up. So Orphea's dead, and they're looking to capitalise on this opportunity, still chasing. Gets the hammer on the Malfurion. There's the root on the Malfurion, but there's no damage there to follow up. And was that a cheeky bit of a self-cleanse?
So that was a nice time to get a kill for GubbaGaming. They've hit 16 as well, so they can get a head start on this objective. I mean,
really significant. And one thing that's going to be important to them here is none of those lanes are actually pushed in enough to give them anything to worry about.
Yeah.
And the top lane, where the camp is, conveniently, is where they are, so they can clear that out. So actually that's them straight back into the game. Yes, they're still 11.5 behind, but they're going to make up for that now, surely.
Yeah.
They might lose bot fort by the looks of Giborim's positioning. Looks like they're going to push that fairly aggressively in accepting that they've lost the Punisher, try to get value elsewhere. But I don't know if they're going to be any quicker than GubbaGaming taking their top fort away from them.
Yeah, might just be a trade in the end. But yeah, in that last sort of skirmish, we saw how much of a glass cannon Orphea is. We were talking about her damage, but you know, she got stunned by the Muradin, and before you knew it, she was dead. So, you know, if they can counter the engage of Giborim and just focus that Orphea down, that's a massive chunk of damage they're missing out on.
We've already seen that this Orphea as well wants to play very aggressive. She wants to be in their faces. So if they can get that lockdown, I mean, there's no way Malfurion has bursty enough heals to keep her alive. So if you can get that CC on her and blow her up, they've got one of the worst supports for saving her.
That's true, and she does manage to confirm the kill on Mirrodin there. But GubbaGaming do get the fort from the Punisher, so you know they traded one fort for another, but
the pressure from Giborim elsewhere on the map was enough to really distract GubbaGaming from pushing with that Punisher. Realistically, I think they could have stayed top, pushed with it, and they probably would have been threatening at least half the keep's health if they had chosen to do that.
So they're picking up the bottom siege.
Here comes Orphea and Johanna, but the rest of the team isn't there to help them.
They're going to get out just about.
Yeah. And even trying to land that route on the Johanna would have just forced it to pop the Iron Skin.
Yeah. So 20 is just on the horizon here for Giborim, so they'll
time for
happily take...
GubbaGaming to back out rather than push in.
Yes. You saw Giborim retreat off the siege camp there. They were saying, let's look for a fight, you know, screw this camp. Let's try and wait for them to step out, but GubbaGaming wisely backing off.
I mean, Giborim played very aggressively in the early game, so there's no way they're not invading this siege camp here.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if GubbaGaming just let them have it or do want to contest. Looks like Malfuel's in a bit of trouble though.
He does get pulled out, and he should be okay.
But at the same time, then it ends up with the rest of his team now in trouble from trying to save him.
Big
Orphea combo.
Wow.
Yeah. Full Orphea just deletes the Anduin and Malfuel. And that's the problem. They all were then, once they saved the Malfuel, they were so committed to that, they just couldn't back out.
That's going to open up a bit of space for Giborim to maybe get some structure damage here. They can definitely get some keep walls, or Orphea can just combo everyone and kill them all. Ooh. Very nice crushing jaws on Kael'thassil and Mirrodin,
and they are calling GG. That's it. They're gone. Yeah, that was effective enough. You killed us. Malfuel and Anduin will be back when the core's still up, I think, but they're not going to be able to stop them.
No, I mean I was about to say, you know, with two heroes down, they can look to maybe get a keep, you know, keep wall, maybe two, maybe a keep, but
or just straight up end. Yeah.
But yeah, but now, yeah.
I mean, it was quite obvious from the draft that it was going to be lockdown, let Orphea blow up, but those 3 kills at the end there perfectly demonstrated it, didn't it?
Yeah.
That was a comp that they practiced clearly. They came here with a plan and they delivered.
Yeah, it's very nicely executed. And like I mentioned in draft, I feel like it was the draft that let GubbaGaming down there. I think.
Do you think they got too distracted just picking up that Malfuel as
the opposite? Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that they would have picked something else that would have saved them from, you know, all those combos, but
they would have picked something that would have better enabled them to put a bit more pokey pressure on.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Would have made it harder for Giborim to, you know, walk into them and.
But with that said, that's what I think they didn't manage to do, even with just having the Kael'thas, was avoiding those hard engages and then being able to poke them down.
Yeah.
The hard engages from Giborim were just too effective. They did secure a kill every time they engaged, and then it just put GubbaGaming in a position where they couldn't counterattack. So you are sounding distracted, so it looks like you're going to be looking back in the match lounge to see what map we're picking up next.
Yeah, just updating the scores. So first map goes to Giborim, so GubbaGaming have choice between map pick and first pick, and they're just contemplating that now.
Sorry, who gets to pick?
GubbaGaming will just.
GubbaGaming.
Well, they could go for first pick. We'll have to wait and see. Looks like our next match might be Tuesday, by the way.
Woohoo! Okay. I would say if I was GubbaGaming, I would want to pick the map because you've just played on the map that you both like, but you know that your kind of second and third map choices the other team have avoided, so you could take them to BOE or Tomb of the Spider Queen, knowing that Giborim don't favour either of those maps, and then play a strategy that you're confident with against something that they're a bit more shaky on.
Yeah. Okay, right.
Okay.
In a very confusing manner, GubbaGaming have chosen first pick.
Yeah.
They chose it by asking map pick.
Yeah, a bit of uncertainty, I think, from GubbaGaming about the procedure on who gets to pick the map and stuff like that. So.
Okay, so Giborim have.
Giborim are going to get the map choice. GubbaGaming going to have first pick. That's where we're at.
Yes. So Skywalker, the captain for Giborim, has reminded me that they used to be called, because he still got it in his Discord tag, they used to be called Gibori Hasiera? Gibori Hasiera? So...
Does that mean anything to you?
Well, it doesn't, but, you were wondering about what Giborim means, so... I'm wondering if this has anything to do with it, so I'm going to Google it right now.
Gibori has...
Okay, no, it just comes up with the with a blog post from Heroes Lounge.
Oh.
Never mind.
There we go.
Anyway, more importantly, enough blabbering on, Giborim have chosen to take us to Praxis, which is definitely a map they picked out twice before, is it?
Twice before, yeah. And it is not a map that has ever been picked by... Or it's not a map that's been picked by GubbaGaming this season.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what seasons Praxis has been in the past. It wasn't in last season, was it in the season before?
No, it's back a couple of seasons out, and then it was before that, maybe? One before?
In fact, GubbaGaming haven't played on Praxis at all this season.
Okay. So it'll be interesting to see if they have anything prepared here.
Yeah, it could be a little bit scary for them right now then, where Giborim just did a very good job with Macro on Infernal Shrines. So you're going onto a map that you're a bit less confident on.
Mm-hmm.
So let's hope that GubbaGaming have a comp up their sleeves and can put a bit of pressure back on Giborim.
Yeah.
Could see the Calpass again.
Could see the Calpass. And as Mike, the captain of GubbaGaming, has just pointed out in chat, lobby chat, do I have to ban Deathwing, or... I was going to ask, should they ban Deathwing?
Was the Deathwing that scary?
It was okay, and he can be a frustrating hero to play against. We lost to a Deathwing on this map earlier this season, and...
Yeah, I mean, we know the strategy, obviously, because with the Deathwing you can fly down bot at prime opportunities to get ganks and try to get the value there. He's also very good at wave clear. So good at killing the objective if you do lose it.
Yeah. And he's just really, with his abilities, he's really good at sort of zoning and getting value around the tight points around the objective. So if the other team's trying to push on, if you lose top, for instance, and you're trying to push on, and you've got a Deathwing firing all his abilities on the point, what can you do? Can't stun him. You just have to run through all the fire and hope for the best.
Yeah. I think, personally, the only thing worth banning is the Orphea.
Yeah.
Get rid of the Orphea from that comp. It's much less scary.
Yeah, it was played really nicely. We are teams are ready. Heading into draft now. I'm gonna start the betting now.
I mean, just from the chat, it looks like GubbaGaming aren't best pleased with playing against a 150 master player.
Okay.
But I would note that player is also the Samuro from Giborim.
Right.
So perhaps if you're worried about that player specifically, you also don't want to deal with that player on their favourite hero being Samuro.
And there goes Samuro. Very, very good map for him. So
he was like level 89 Samuro or something like that. So.
Right.
yeah, tempting ban that.
Yeah, very strong on this map, so a wise decision. So we saw meta bans last time. We saw Tassadar, Rhaegar, and Cassia along with the Samuro. So it'll be interesting to see if the teams stick to that. Giborim banning out the Orphea. It is something that GubbaGaming play, if I recall. So
yeah, they do.
So maybe they're thinking, okay, GubbaGaming have taken first pick, so they can steal that Orphea away from us, maybe. So they're banning it out, not taking any chances.
I'm honestly looking at Giborim's hero pool and trying to see what comp they might be thinking to play. There's still a lot of single target blow up options. A lot of CC in their pass, so
yeah,
I think we'll be seeing something similar to that.
Deathwing has been banned against them, and they've banned Cassia, who was banned by GubbaGaming last match. So Tassadar making it through, who was in the bans last time, so as well as Rhaegar, so we might see him picked up here, perhaps.
And if you don't have the Orphea as an option, the Tassadar's a nice substitute for single target blower.
Yeah, definitely. And there's the Kel'Thas again.
Yeah, he's gonna get a lot of wave clear, get his stacks quickly if he wants to go convection again. Drum roll, please.
There's the Tassadar, there's the Rhaegar, both banned out in the first match. Both
Bloodlust Archon. Bloodlust Archon. That's my call here. It's going to be painful. So again, I mean, like we kind of saw in the last game, Giborim were able to force the engage every time where they wanted it and secured kills. It's a very similar strat straight away out the door. But you've got the Johanna now on the other team, so there's good peel potential. Ufa, I don't know how you feel as having the Ufa against the Bloodlust comp.
You can just run into them and Divine Storm them and see what happens.
Yeah, or Divine Storm as you're running away rather than running in.
Well, yeah, I suppose you could do that. Well, it picked up along with the Johanna.
I tend to think Ufa is more of a support when you're pushing into them, though. You want the fights to be over quite quick when you go Ufa, don't you?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I kind of like the thought of, oh hey, they've put Bloodlust, Blessed Shield, Divine Storm, Kel'Thas combo,
Yeah,
shut
it down, put a load of damage on them, and make them think twice about trying to push into you.
Yeah. Vanis and Rexar bans coming out.
So they've really choked out that solo lane. It'll be interesting to see what they pick up as their solo lane option.
Yeah, so yeah, they had Deathwing last game with a 4-man for all, so
I was going to say, we've still got Blaze, Fall, Leoric that are played by the teams on solo lane.
I mean,
Varian and Imperious as well as solo lane options they've picked in the past.
Stitches, I like it. And there's the for all.
4-man or solo lane for all?
You announced the blue team last time. Was it I'm an Ninja on for all? I can't remember.
Oh, I can't remember. Jesus.
It was over 5 minutes ago. I can't remember who played for all.
I can barely remember where I am right now.
So, and then the red team, GubbaGaming, rounding off their draft with Reyna. So, good to see them have an auto attacker this time. And Leoric for the offlane. So presumably Leoric will be against the Thrall, unless that's another 4-man Thrall.
Disengaging in tombs against the Bloodlust.
Yeah.
Hi, Linux.
Hi, Linux. Where's Linux?
In Twitch chat.
Oh, okay. Hi, Linux. What are we going to see here? Ah, Tannis. Okay, so it is a 4-man Thrall. I mean,
do you think he's going to get more Trash Lightning stacks this game?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I like the 4-man Thrall here. When we used to do a Stitches comp on Braxis, didn't we? And we used to play with 4-man Thrall. Like his route kind of makes up for Stitches lacking that crowd control, doesn't it?
Yeah, you've got his route. You've got a force wall. and you've got the Rhaegar slow, so they are going to really hurt whoever gets hooked.
Definitely.
Hopefully, I mean, from Giborim's perspective, obviously, they hope it's that Gelfos every time.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be an Uther and a Johanna quite often getting in the way of that. Where do you want to put your money?
I'm shifting now. I'm believing in GubbaGaming this time. Hi, Eric.
Eric the Swift and Fat Monkey in chat as well. Hello.
Yeah, I believe in GubbaGaming this time. I feel like they've got what it takes to deal with the Bloodlust, the Stitches. If they go Bloodlust, that is. Yeah, I believe.
And Pudgy Knox in chat, so chat livening up a bit now with Linux saying hi to everyone. On the left, we have my team in this game. Giborim with Skywalker on Rhaegar, Yoav on Stitches, Pidgey on Artanis, Hillel on Tassadar, and I Am Ninja on Thor.
And on the red team, we have GubbaGaming with Aether on Leoric, Beastin on Gelfas again, Bez on Reyna, Dukar on Uther, and Mike on Johanna.
Oh, I wish Linux had been here from the start. Linux, we asked this question 30 minutes ago. Are Giborim an Israeli team? Because Giborim means hero
Oh, okay.
in Hebrew. So your translation wasn't quite there.
Well, I googled it, I did.
We've got to be careful. They might get chummy with Linux and steal our star player here.
That's true. Big damage coming out of Stitches early on. Ooh. Didn't expect to see him get chunked so fast then, but there's a lot of damage coming out. We see Convection picked up again by Gelfas, so we'll keep the counter open there. Laws of Hope picked up by Johanna, more sustain, which makes sense with the Uther, I guess.
Yeah, Artanis trying to bait the Leoric in top lane under his towers for a swap, but not quite working.
Uther going for the W build rather than the more common Q build. And then lots of stacks on the blue team. Stitches going for regen globes, Artanis going for the basic attack quest, laser quest from Tassadar, and Trash Lightning again from Thrall.
As I was about to comment on that, they're going to want to fight a lot just for the sake of getting stacks, aren't they?
Definitely.
So yeah, watch out for that aggression coming from Giborim here.
Giborim have picked up their siege camp.
A lot of XP globes being left in bot there for the sake of contesting. And Artanis definitely needs to be careful in top lane right now. Hopefully he's aware that several people are missing. Uther gets the stun on the Artanis. Leoric trying to hurt him, but there's not enough damage up there.
Yeah.
So back to bot lane. That's where the interesting action is. Force wall getting the Johanna out of place, but Johanna, typically just brushes it off, continues. They do get both the towers and the gates though, so that is quite a nice bit of pressure early game from Giborim. They've got that well vulnerable now, and they can start to look at poking that down.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised, to see GubbaGaming's choices there. They kind of just let bot go, and
yeah, when they went to top, I thought they had to commit a bit more to securing that Artanis kill, because it was only really Uther and Leo that tried for it. And it's Leoric. It's one of the Artanis. It's not Artanis isn't one of the easiest heroes to gank.
Definitely not. Well, here they are. They're moving back to bot now.
Oh,
nice flame
Johanna
strike.
doing a good job to get everyone grouped up for that Gelfos damage. But here comes the counter attack, and Uther is in trouble. Walks into the body block. Yeah. Johanna's used her Iron Skin. That Tassadar damage chunking Jimmy, and he gets hooked in. Don't spread the living bomb. You've won the fight. You can take that victory. Don't kill each other now. And yeah, that was a nice bit of pressure from Giborim. Nice route onto the Johanna, followed up by the Force Wall. No escaping. This is very much the same strategy as they played in that first game. Get one person out of position, CC chain them to high hell, and blow them up with a mage.
Yeah. Kael'thas going top to help secure the point. Meanwhile on bot, Giborim are just sieging away at that fort, and if they don't get it right now, they're going to get it soon. There it goes.
Artanis 1v2 here actually seems to be sticking around for the fight 1v2. He's believing in himself, and he is chunking the Leoric's health down. Yeah, he just won the point against Leoric and Kael'thas. Now as 5 people rotate up to stop him, he does back out. And even having the awareness to back out then and not get ganked by the 5-man rotation. And the cost of that 5-man rotation to top is their bruiser camping bottom. So Johanna gets onto the point, but she's getting focused by all of the DPSs. But Tassadar, you are not the one to stand on the point. Thrall gonna make it out. The bruisers do go the way of GubbaGaming, so they managed to rotate back to bot in time.
Yeah, there was the aggression we've seen from Giborim in the first match, and it just backfired on them a little bit there.
Yeah, I think they were just getting a bit too confident there.
Yeah.
Atan is sneaking back top, so the channel doesn't last very long for GubbaGaming. And again, as all of GubbaGaming go up and back down, they lose the bot point. They need to just make sure that these rotations to top lane really get them value, rather than just potentially losing time.
Bit of a skirmish on bot, but nothing really happening.
That Tassadar really wanted to chase the Johanna down.
Leoric goes down on top, and Kael'thas joins him. Artan is surviving with a sliver, but can Jimmy finish him off?
Go on, use back you. No. Just took too long. I mean, yeah, same thing as before. That Artan is going, okay, you want to 2v1 me? That's fine. I'll stand here and go for that.
Yeah. So importantly, Kael'thas did lose his convection stacks then.
Is this a boss play? No.
No, surely not. Both teams get in the camps. Giborim will capture the top objective, so that will be finished handling soon unless the red team do anything about it.
Red team pushing in hard. Not all of Giborim are there because Tassadar's doing a camp.
See, I feel like GubbaGaming are doing well in these fights when they're all there, but
yeah.
And they keep sort of splitting one off to top to help against the Artanis, and then that's when they're losing.
Yeah, in the 5v5 fights they do okay. It's just when they lose someone just before it, and then they're 4v5 and stuff like that. Now, Jimmy snuck to bot to secure that point.
Yeah, so surely they can back off top here and wait to group up again.
Kael'thas is soaking as well at the same time.
I
mean, it actually surprises me to be saying GubbaGaming are about to reach... Sorry, Giborim are about to reach level 10. It feels like we had already gone well past that point with the amount of fighting that's already happened in this game.
Yeah.
But yeah, 10 about to be reached. They're a level ahead. So they're going to be pushing in very strongly with this third wave now.
Yeah, it is going to be on top, so there is still the first wall and the fort to get through, so Kael'thas might be able to defend that.
They also need to save their Artanis, who is about to fall if he can't keep auto-attacking.
There he goes.
Cleanse, but it wasn't enough.
An important pick just before the objective.
Good timing for them to secure a kill. I don't know. It's not going to save this fort.
I think they're going to be okay with the Kael'thas damage and the Johanna and the Leoric. And
there's a force wall, getting that Johanna in trouble. She's already used her Iron Skin. Root goes out on Jimmy. He's going to fall as well. And then you've got Kael'thas also in trouble, gets body blocked in there. And there goes the 4 and all of the convection stacks. So he is back to 0.
There was a disclaimer on my claim then. They're going to be okay and not lose the fort as long as 3 of them don't die. But unfortunately 3 of them
I didn't quite hear those terms and conditions. Root comes out on Leoric again. Here comes the force wall. Could see that one coming. And Leoric just creepy walks out. They have to know that as soon as someone gets hooked or rooted, that force wall's coming down. Oh, Leoric just sticking around a bit too long. I'd say that was greed more than anything else that got him killed.
I'd like to see him go bot now. I know that there's a lot of pressure on this key, but they really need level 10 if they're going to stand up to their opponents.
Hook on Ufa, but there isn't the follow-up. They need to just focus this keep and get the damage rather than overextending like Artanis is now. Is he going to get out? Oh, he's keeping himself alive. But no, he does fall. Earthquake from Thrall. Leoric manages to get himself out, and both teams just going to disengage and heal back up. Now, 10 has been reached by GubbaGaming. They've got all of their ults ready to go, so they could chase the fight now and try to get some kills while they know that Artanis is dead and they know that ultimates are on cooldown from the other team.
Yeah. They need to get their own camps at the very least, I think. Either need to force a fight, get some kills, or there we go. Get started on those camps.
Yeah. Try to get it on even footing. But realistically, you want to fight before 13, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they might have a chance here as Thrall and Stitches are sniffing for a fight.
Giborim are bringing the fight to them.
Stitches in a lot of trouble.
Well overextended here. He got some CC chain put out on him. He hooks the Johanna to him, standing in the Hyperion too long, secures the kill. Rhaegar nearly suffering the same fate, and there's going to be nothing to peel for this Thrall and Tassadar. So Entomb comes out on Thrall. They do have enough damage to kill him. Jimmy needs to be careful because he's low health. I think they need to take this advantage. They've just secured themselves and back up now.
Yeah.
Possibly go to the boss if Ufa's going to heal them all up. But you watch Tassadar start poking in on this if they're not careful.
Yeah.
Tassadar could easily secure some kills.
I think Giborim need to avoid that bruiser camp in the bottom right, because the 2 times they've tried to invade it, it's not gone well.
Now, Artanis has clocked that they're low health and is calling for his team to push in. He's made the absolutely right decision there. Ooh. He just saw that Leoric was vulnerable. He saw some of the backliners were low as well. And GubbaGaming do all the hard work and just hand the boss over to Giborim there.
Yeah.
They could see the Artanis was posturing, and Ufa just didn't have enough to heal them all up.
Yeah, it was a risky call. He did have the shield up, I think, didn't he? So
too slow to react.
Yeah, in trouble.
It was a brave call, and it could have been the right one to go for that boss, but they just couldn't get it quick enough.
Yeah.
Now,
a lot of ults being popped here. Earthquake, Phoenix, Putrid Bile, hook misses.
I think Giborim were almost thinking GG there. I think when they were forcing that fight then, they were like, if we get a couple kills, we can push the boss and really end this.
Yeah, it was a really nice hook on Kael'thas and follow-up, but the Divine Shield came out to save him. Here comes another hook. Johanna this time. She's going to be okay, but they do need to clear out this boss.
And that Tassadar damage is definitely getting painful now. Here's the Bloodlust. Is Archon available? No. So they get the key either way. Hooks on Johanna, who doesn't seem to have Iron Skin right now.
No, she did go for Laws of Hope, so it isn't up as much as you would like.
This Artanis, that was a really nice swap. Secures the kill. Thrall gets it. Ufa's also in trouble. He does manage to get out. They can put a lot of damage on this core now. It's going to be GG.
Yeah, here comes a full Zerg wave as well. They might get a couple of kills here, GubbaGaming, but give her him.
Here comes the Zerg.
Well, very nicely played by
Very
Giborim.
nicely played by Giborim. I mean, like I said, it was a very similar strategy. Although the heroes looked very different, it was very similar strategies with being able to just isolate someone and blow them up in both of those games. Very well executed, looked very well rehearsed, so it was nice to see.
Yeah.
Do you want to ask them for a captain's interview?
If you'd like me to, sure.
Linux, do you want to join us for a captain's interview?
Linux is banned.
Yeah, he's too excited.
Right, I've asked for the winner's interview. 2-0 to Giborim in the end.
Who did Skywalker play?
The healers, so Malfurion and Rhaegar. Head over to the interview room now.
You're not meant to say that after you get to the interview room.
I was saying it as I was clicking. Okay, so Skywalker should be joining us.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, how's it going?
How's it going? I'm PJ from Giborim.
Well played. It looked like 2 very enjoyable games. Oh, Skywalker here as well. Hi, Skywalker.
Oh,
Hello.
So I was just saying, well played, and they look like two very enjoyable games.
Yeah,
did
pretty
enjoy-
much. Kind of was having fun. Two versus one top in Broxis, and I mean that Leorica was kind of scared of him, but he just didn't know that I can just step out of his drain hope thing. So
Yeah. It looked like sheer confidence 1v2ing the Leoric and the Kelphos twice and winning both times.
yeah,
So,
I mean, I was very scared. That's confidence you see from top.
but I suppose you have no disengages, so your only option is
Yeah,
to keep auto
yeah.
attacking away.
Basically, I see that kills us, and I'm all in or I'm dead anyway. So
Fair enough. Well, in both games, you played kind of comps that could lock down one hero and blow them up very quickly. Is that because you guys have practiced together quite a lot and you know you can land that synergy on CC chains?
I mean, that's comp. That's a kind of I think of a safe net for us as a team,
Yep.
because we get a little too much disoriented with the too little CC or less bodies on the battlefield.
Yeah.
So it's kind of my choice for a comp that runs a third melee. It's nice. Thrall fits that slot very good, very, and it offers more room for mistakes like
Yeah.
overstepping, engaging wrongly, and we had very good engages. I saw.
They every time that you guys managed to engage, so definitely in that first game, you always picked up a kill when you engaged. So it was definitely a strategy that was working for you. Do you in that first game when you saw the Kelphos picked up, did it make you hesitate for a second to worry about kind of spreading the bomb and being too grouped up against that?
There is that, but I think Keltas in the current meta is a kind of very overshadowed by the very high octane damage mages. You got Tassadar, you got Chromie is very dominant right now, and even Mephisto are very strong, and Nophia, you saw that first game. She's very strong, very overtuned. And I
Crazy
think
damage from the Orphea in the first game.
yes. And I think Keltas is kind of overshadowed right now. It's good in terms of hard engage when they stun, but his damage is not that good.
Yeah, I think we obviously saw you ban out the Orphea into the second game, and one of our comments was, well, they could always just replace it with a Tassadar, and you did. So those strong mages, which obviously worked so well in your comps, they're obviously something to watch out for in anyone's drafts at the moment.
Yeah, it was kind of my thought. I was gonna give him or Tassadar or Rhaegar. In this case, we got them both because they went for their Kelthas. It's probably their comfort pick.
Yeah.
Something they like to play, and we just took them both.
Nice. Yeah. So from me, I just want to say well done again.
Thanks.
Do
You too.
you,
You're pretty good at casting.
cheers. Do you guys want to do any shout outs to anyone?
Shout out to the Israeli community. We are very small but passionate players.
Yeah.
And shout out to hotslugs.com, on which I am a developer on the team.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Nice.
We've got a Israeli player in our Heroes Lounge team, so he was very excited in chat when he saw that you guys were from Israel.
Nice. Maybe I know him in game, and I haven't talked to him.
There you go. So yeah, I mean, well done again. Pop in if you don't have any questions.
No,
and I'm done.
you've covered
No?
all that.
Cool.
Cool.
So yeah, well done, and we'll hopefully see you guys about again in the future.
Yes, thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Thank you too.
Cheers. See ya.
Bye.
GG.
Bye-bye.
And back to Gogo.
That was an enjoyable but very quick Heroes Lounge match.
Yeah, that's very good.
So no, yeah, well played to both teams. Bit of a tough one for GubbaGamer against those hard engaged comps.
Yeah, I mean,
Feel a bit sorry for them, and yeah, those strong solo mages that can just put out the DPS that any team needs.
yeah,
It's scary how much damage those mages can do at the moment,
Definitely.
especially if you've got a comp that just holds people in place for them.
yeah. They executed that crowd control really well, and when they do that, there's not that much you can do. You can, cleanse it every, minute with some heroes. You can divine shield them, but these combos are up too quickly, aren't they? At least crowd controls, there's not much you can do if they're pulled off well.
Yeah, you've got blow up potential like every 10 seconds,
Yeah.
which is crazy. Anyway, I'm done. So thanks everyone for watching,
Thank you, everyone.
and I will be back in a minute.
Okay, thank you everyone for watching. See you later.
Cheers. Bye.